France is one of the most influential countries in the world, located in Western Europe and known for its deep history, cultural power, refined lifestyle, and global impact. With a land area of around 551,000 square kilometers and a population of nearly 65 million people, France is among the largest and most populous countries in Europe. It shares borders with Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany, Switzerland, Italy, Monaco, Spain, and Andorra, while also having coastlines along the Atlantic Ocean, the English Channel, and the Mediterranean Sea. Because of this strategic location, France has always been a crossroads of civilizations, trade routes, wars, and ideas. France is not just European France. It also has overseas territories spread across the Caribbean, South America, the Indian Ocean, and the Pacific. These territories make France a transcontinental country and give it one of the largest exclusive economic zones in the world. This global presence is one of the reasons France continues to play an important role in international politics. When people visit France, most of them head straight to Paris, the capital city. Paris is not only the political heart of a country, but also one of the most visited cities on Earth. Known as the City of Light, Paris is famous for its architecture, art, fashion, cafes, and romantic atmosphere. The Seine River flows through the city and divides it into the left bank and the right bank, each with its own unique character. Bridges over the Seine are among the most iconic landmarks in the country. If you walk through Paris, the first thing you notice is how visually rich the city is. Elegant buildings line the streets, most of them built in a classical European style with balconies, large windows, and decorative details. Unlike cities filled with skyscrapers, Paris has height restrictions, which gives it a uniform and aesthetically pleasing look. The Eiffel Tower dominates the skyline and serves as the ultimate symbol of France. Even though it was once criticized, today it is deeply loved by both locals and tourists. Paris feels like multiple cities within one. Some neighborhoods feel extremely modern and international, while others feel traditional and deeply French. On one street you might see luxury fashion brands and expensive cafes, and just a few blocks away you may find immigrant neighborhoods with African, Arab, or Asian influences. This diversity is one of France's defining features. France has a long and complex history. From prehistoric cave paintings like those in Lascaux to the Roman conquest of Gaul, the land has always been inhabited and fought over. The Romans left behind roads, cities, and laws that shaped the future of France. After the fall of the Roman Empire, France went through centuries of feudal rule, kings, and religious conflicts. One of the most important moments in French history was the French Revolution of 1789. This event completely changed not only France but the entire world. The revolution introduced ideas such as liberty, equality, and fraternity, which later inspired democratic movements across the globe. The monarchy was overthrown, and France eventually became a republic. These revolutionary values are still deeply embedded in French society today. France went on to become a major colonial power, ruling territories in Africa, Asia, the Caribbean, and the Pacific. Although the colonial era brought wealth and influence, it also left behind complicated social and political issues that France continues to deal with today, especially related to immigration and identity. The French people are often described as proud, independent, and deeply attached to their culture. They value intellectual discussion, personal freedom, and quality of life. Work-life balance is taken seriously in France. The legal working week is 35 hours, and workers enjoy long paid vacations. Cafes play a central role in daily life, and it is common to see people sitting for hours with a single cup of coffee, talking, reading, or simply watching life pass by. Food is one of France's greatest contributions to the world. French cuisine is considered one of the finest and most influential on the planet. From baguettes and croissants to cheese, wine, and fine dining, food is treated as an art form. Meals are social events, and eating slowly is part of the culture. Every region has its own specialties, from seafood in the coastal areas to rich meat dishes in the countryside. Wine culture is especially important. France produces some of the world's most famous wines, including those from Bordeaux, Burgundy, Champagne, and the Rhone Valley. Wine is not seen as luxury alone but as part of everyday life, consumed responsibly with meals. Outside Paris, France offers incredible regional diversity. In the south, cities like Marseille and Nice have a Mediterranean feel, with warm weather, beaches, and a slower pace of life. In the east, regions like Alsace reflect German influence in architecture and food. In the west, Brittany has Celtic roots and a strong local identity. The French countryside is filled with small villages, farms, vineyards, and historic castles. Transportation in France is highly developed. The high-speed TGV trains connect major cities efficiently, making domestic travel easy and comfortable. Public transport within cities is reliable, especially in Paris, which has an extensive metro system. Cars are common, but many people prefer trains for long distances. France is generally a clean and well-organized country, especially in city centers. Streets are regularly cleaned, and public spaces are well-maintained. However, like many major countries, France also faces challenges such as homelessness, unemployment, and social inequality. In large cities, especially Paris, you will encounter homeless individuals and migrants living in difficult conditions. French society is officially secular. Religion is considered a private matter, and the state does not promote any faith. Most ethnic French people are historically Catholic, but many are not religious in practice. There are also large Muslim, Jewish, and Protestant communities, especially due to immigration from former colonies. The French flag is a powerful national symbol. The blue, white, and red colors represent the values of the Republic and the revolutionary spirit. You will see the flag on government buildings, schools, and during national celebrations like Bastille Day on July 14th. When it comes to safety, France is generally safe, but like any major tourist destination, petty crimes such as pickpocketing exists. Police presence is visible, especially in tourist areas and transport hubs. Violent crime is relatively low compared to many other countries. Economically, France is one of the largest economies in the world. It has strong industries in aerospace, luxury goods, fashion, tourism, agriculture, and nuclear energy. French brands are globally recognized, especially in fashion, cosmetics, and food. However, the country also struggles with high taxes, bureaucracy, and unemployment among young people. The French education system is strict and academically demanding. Public education is free and widely accessible. Universities are affordable compared to other Western countries, which attracts many international students. Despite this, young people often complain about job opportunities and career progression. Living costs in France vary greatly. Paris is very expensive, especially in terms of rent. Smaller cities and rural areas are much more affordable. A single person living modestly outside Paris can manage with a reasonable budget, while life in the capital requires significantly higher income. France continues to attract millions of tourists every year because it offers something for everyone: history, romance, food, art, nature, and modern urban life. Despite its challenges, France remains a country that strongly influences the world and continues to shape global culture, politics, and lifestyle. In summary, France is not just a destination but an experience. It is a country where tradition and modernity coexist, where daily life is shaped by centuries of history, and where people deeply value culture, identity, and the enjoyment of life. Whether you visit for a short trip or consider living there, France leaves a lasting impression that few countries can match.